Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be picking my TBR for January 2025. I cannot believe it's already January. I've had a really nice, relaxing about week and a half of a break from work with the kids being off of school. That we need to talk about before we get started is my December TBR. And I also put my Kindle on here because I want to talk about that as well. So left on my December TBR, I have The Lightning Thief, which I am 74 pages into, and The Storied Life of A.G. Thickery, which I have not started yet. It is December 30th right now. I will finish both of these books before the end of the year and get my December TBR done. So I'm going to just stick these off to the side here because they're not going to be part of my TBR. I also have The Death and Life of the Great Lakes, which has been floating around my house. I forgot to put it back onto my TBR shelf to pick from for December because I have started this book. I'm 90 pages into it, and it's about 320-ish pages, 321 pages. I'm definitely not getting this done before the end of the year, so this one needs to get added back to the shelf. And then I also brought my Kindle over here. I have a lot of books that I get through the Kindle like first reads program that I have not read, and I actually need to go through here because there are some on here that I have read. And so I want these to be an option too for some of the prompts. So I'm going to keep my Kindle out over here as well. I've also been really enjoying reading on my Kindle. So I think I'm going to set this here. Hopefully I don't forget about it. I think that's all the book maintenance things that I wanted to talk about. There is one book that I do need to read by like January 10th or something like that, which is Sitting Pretty, because this is for my book club. I'm going to leave it on the TBR shelf here as an option, so hopefully we're able to pick it. Otherwise, if not, I will just add it on. I think I'm going to do 5 picks. So I'm going to dump out this. Okay, I'm going to add these TBR drawer prompts in, and I'm going to add in all of the ones that we've already done this year. Let's go back to the TBR because this is something that I enjoy. Okay, pick one TBR jar for January 2025. Part of a series. This is awesome because one of the things I want to do in 2025 is finish some series or work through more of my series. In addition, I also have Onyx Storm that I've pre-ordered. So I could put that one on here, but I think I am going to add Saint because this is the last book in the Narrows universe that I need to read to complete that universe series. So I'm going to add Saint to my TBR. And what I said, I'm just going to do 5 picks. So pick number 2. Pick number 2. Purple cover, or purple on the cover. Let's take a look. There are 3 options. We have How Minds Change. There's purple in the middle right here, which is a nonfiction. Another nonfiction, The Hidden Reality, Parallel Universes and the Deep Laws of the Cosmos, has purple, a purplish color right here. And then the last one is Hidden Figures, which she's got some purple on her dress here. I think I want to read Hidden Figures. This was on my TBR at the start of 2024, so I think getting to it at the beginning of 2025 will feel good to get this off my TBR. So I'm going to add Hidden Figures to my January TBR. And we'll add these 2 back to the shelf. Pick number 3. Dropped one. Okay. Okay, pick number 3. This one looks like a long one. Book that ends in an odd number of pages. I always like this prompt because I feel like it gives me a lot of options. I'm going to check this one because I need to read it. Ooh, the postscript ends on page 235. I think I'm going to count that, and because I need to read this book in January, in the beginning of January, I'm going to add Sitting Pretty to my TBR. Another book that I want to purchase in January, I believe it comes out in January, is Together, and it is the second book in Pretty. Which is written by an author, one that I got to meet virtually, and 2 was in the same, in an earlier version of my same master's program, and his books are amazing. I am so excited to purchase his second book and add it to my collection, and that's also part of his series. I'm not exactly sure when that book comes out, but you will probably see it on my February, in my February video if I haven't read it by the time we get to that video. So, pick number 4. I love when I'm excited about new books. Pick number 4. Oh, I got 2 here. Pick number 4 is under 200 pages. Yes, I know I have. Let's check out these. These are my skinniest ones here. Okay, we have the Remains of the Day, which I'm really excited to read. Ooh, this one is over 200 pages. So I'll put that one back on the shelf. I have Star in the Storm, which is where are the pages? 120 pages, so that's an option. And then I also have Relativity, which I know is under 200 pages. The third appendix ends on page 115. What do I have on my shelf? I have Saint, Hidden Figures, and Sitting Pretty. Okay, I'm going to sample the first little bit to see what I want to read. Okay, I think I'm going to go with Star in the Storm. This was a gift early last year, so I'm going to add this one and then add Relativity back to my shelf. That was hard because I want to read both of them. Actually, I really want to read most of the books that I have up here. There's some that I'm a little bit intimidated by or I'm just not feeling right now, but I do want to read all of these books. So let's see. Let's go for pick number 5. Ooh, we might have a nice small TBR for January, which could be good. Ooh, did I drop one? No. Pick number 5. Our last pick. Pick number 5 is a book you know nothing about. Ooh. Okay, let's take a look at what I have on my shelf. Here are my 3 options. I have The Unmaking of June Farrow. I bought this book because I'm a huge fan of the author Adrienne Young. I already have one of her books on my TBR, so that one might not be the best pick. I also have The Blind Assassin. Again, I'm a fan of Margaret Atwood's writing, so I actually picked this one up at a used bookstore. At one point, I knew something about it enough to add it to my TBR list, but I have actually no idea what this book is about. And then It Happened One Summer is a book that my sister gave to me to then pass on when I'm done with it. And I know it's a romance, but I have no idea what this romance is about. I think I'm going to go with It Happened One Summer and add that to my TBR. I just feel like that's going to round out kind of what I'm reading. But we're gonna add these back to the shelf. I am excited to read both of these books. And there we go, 5 books for the month of January. So let's go over our 5 books that are on our January TBR. The first one is Saint, which is for continue a series. Hidden Figures for purple on the cover. Ends in an odd number of pages, sitting pretty. I'm really glad I got this one on my TBR because I need to read it anyway. Under 200 pages is Star in the Storm. And book I know nothing about is It Happened One Summer. So I'm really excited about this TBR, and I like that it is quite a bit smaller. And as you can see for my TBR shelf, I am doing a really good job of reading the books that I own. And once I get down to probably about 10 on my TBR shelf, I do want to sign up for a book subscription box and do that for a year to just kind of reward myself and also get some books that maybe I don't have my eye on yet. So thank you so much for watching my first TBR video for 2025. I will see you next time. Bye.